keep doing it. But let's get into it. Sampling music, man. Big topic. It's an interesting one because I feel like everybody has their own personal opinion on it. Obviously, the missus was dropping her little 1-2 piece on it earlier, which is why I made it a conversation for us today. It's interesting, right? Because a lot of people are dropping hits, but the hits are essentially an old song that's been made into a new song, right? We had H do it with oh baby, the Ashanti thing. You had Central C do it with what is it? Let Go. No time when you're feeling low. No, want to go. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? That's a tune. I actually love that beat, by the way. That's Let Go Central C beat. Whew, fire. But yeah, the sampling thing. I've actually heard a lot of conversation about people getting absolutely quite upset about the whole sampling thing in music. My personal thing is, it's cool for one or two songs. Now, the problem I'm having with this sampling thing is it's lazy music. A lot of people are being very lazy and doing these sample things, and alternatively, bloody hell, Tory Lanez dropped a whole EP of just samples. Do you remember that? Are we still allowed to talk about Tory Lanez? RIP to his cancelled career. But are we still allowed to say his name? Let me know. But Tory Lanez dropped a full-on sampled project with like 10, 15 songs of sampled music. It's lazy, right? Because you can just sing it. You can just sing the hook, or you can do parts of the original song, and that's what everyone's doing. That they're kind of just like taking a song that's already been made, put a little different spin on it, pretty much singing the chorus most of the times, or stealing a lot of the verses. Like it's a lot of taking and just adding a few bits and bobs to it. Like, do you know what I mean? And I think it's interesting because they are doing very well. But the one thing I want to ask, is a song doing well because of the artist or because of the memories the classic gives the artist? Because for me, I don't like H, that baby song, but it's like a modern version, so I don't mind it. Does that make sense? Like when I hear that, I'm like, yo, and Ashanti is in the song as well. Come on, man. It still has Ashanti in the track. I mean, that song with Tory Lanez and T-Pain, when I can't remember the remix. Was it Buy a Drink? Or something? Anyway, they did like a remix. And I was excited to hear T-Pain on the tune more than I was excited to hear Tory Lanez on the song. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you get where I'm going with this? Like, you're enjoying it because it's giving you the memories of the original, but then it's like a modernized version at the same time. So you're kind of go, raw, this is like a 2023 version. Like, ooh, you're bopping your head, you're gassed. You get me? So it's one of them kind of situations with that song, which is fairly cool and interesting. I just think artists, if you're gonna do an over sample track, obviously, who was it? What's her name? Can't remember her name, but there was another artist that did like a Mariah Carey sample that did very, 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 very well. Extraordinary. I think it went number one as well. And they had Mariah Carey on a remix. Lotto. She did a Mariah Carey remix. Crazy track. But again, is the song that good, or are we just excited about the memories that the original song gives us? And I think that's a conversation that needs to be had, and I'll make sure we have a full-on debate with somebody else as well, because I can't debate on my own lip. You feel me? But I think that's something that should be discussed, because I generally think that, for me, that's the reason why the songs do so well. They do so well because we have a memory of the original, and then we kind of just accept the remix or the sampled version of their version of the track. So yeah, I thought that was an interesting conversation, sampling music and just knowing what's going on, because with the successes of the Central C's, the H, the Lados, the Tory Lanez's, it's gonna be a thing that's here to stay for a very, very long period of time. Like, I remember when it was just grabbing a sample, dropping a dope beat, and making a whole new song. But now it's grabbing a sample, grabbing the full-on gone down lyrics so they've got a joint, and then adding bits and bobs to it. Like, it's so lazy. It's lazy music. Like, it's very lazy. Do you know what I mean? They're not doing anything to it, if that makes sense. Like, Central C's Let Go chorus, love the track, but goddamn, it's lazy. Man sang like half of the original chorus. Like, come on, bro. Literally, he sang half of the original chorus. Like, do you know what I mean? But that's my point when I say you're singing along to it because you remember the original. And I think that's why I like the song. I know the original. I'm hearing a new version, and obviously, like, the original isn't really a hip hop song as well. So it's like I get like a new little drill scene. I'm like, ooh, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? So you're getting a bit extra excited as well if you prefer a certain genre to the original as well. So yeah, it kind of works both ways. But you know, shout out to Central C, shout out to H, all the man there that be doing their thing.